Hello, everyone, and welcome to another webinar by Royal Cyber. I hope you and your family and your team are staying safe and healthy these days. Now, before we get started, I wanted to talk about today's agenda, how to save cost and integrate faster with IBM Cloud Pak. We will be talking about what is IBM Cloud Pak for integration, that is CP4I, types of IBM Cloud Paks, new features and latest versions of CP4I, architecture of CP4I, and why Cloud Pak for integration, benefits and advantages of CP4I, and how to get started. Followed by, we will also do a quick demo and followed by Q&A session.
Hi everyone. So let's now discuss about the concept of a Cloud Pak. IBM is addressing transformation needs by introducing IBM Cloud Paks, which is an enterprise-grade container software that is designed to offer a faster and more reliable way to build, move, and manage on the cloud. And it is lightweight, enterprise-grade modular cloud solutions integrating a container platform, containerized IBM middleware, and open source components, which also includes common software services for development and management. It also helps enterprises to do more. So now let's discuss about the key advantages of the new set of offerings. So this can run anywhere, it is portable, and they can run on premises, on public clouds, or in an integrated system. It is open and highly secure, and they have also been certified by IBM with up-to-date software to provide full stack support from hardware to applications. It is consumable, and IBM Cloud Paks are pre-integrated to deliver use cases such as application deployment and process automation. They are also priced so that the companies pay for what they use. So IBM Cloud Paks are speed to market enterprise grade. It is scalable and it has consistent management of container and VM workloads across hybrid and multi-cloud environments. It has automated template-driven application provisioning, and also it monitors to maintain responsiveness as you build applications and move them to the cloud. So now let's see what are the different IBM Cloud Paks available for deployment on IBM Cloud Pak system. So the first one is Cloud Pak for applications, and then Cloud Pak for data, and we have Cloud Pak for integration. And the fourth one is IBM Cloud Pak for automation, multi-cloud management, and IBM Cloud Pak for security. So let's discuss about IBM Cloud Pak for integration. IBM Cloud Pak for integration offers a simplified solution to this integration challenge, allowing the enterprise to modernize its process while positioning itself for future innovation. Once installed, IBM Cloud Pak for integration eases monitoring, maintenance, and upgrades, helping the enterprise stay ahead of the innovation curve. It also creates all types of integrations quickly using simple tools following the modern development practice. It manages secure integration deployments across any cloud, leveraging cloud native practices and architecture and consistent operational services. It also reuses integration assets and skills to speed up the development and time to market, maintaining the right governance. So now let's discuss about the features of IBM Cloud Pak for integration. It helps support the speed, flexibility, security, and scale required for integration and digital transformation initiatives. It also comes with a pre-integrated set of capabilities, which includes API lifecycle, application and data integration, IBM Data Power, messaging and events, high-speed transfer, and integration security. It is mainly designed to eliminate 33% of integration cost. IBM Cloud Integration Platform. This is the most powerful integration platform on the market, and it is a new offering incorporating traditional and modern integration, including APIs, app integration, message queuing, event streams, and fast file transfer. It can also be deployed wherever needed, and also it supports deployment on premises or in any cloud enterprise grade. And it is highly secure and it has scalable modern architecture. So now let's discuss why we are going for IBM Cloud Pak for integration. 65% of organizations will implement an hybrid integration platform by the year 2022 to power their digital transformation, which also includes artificial intelligence, SaaS adoption, business automation, IoT, partner ecosystems, microservices-based design, and hybrid and multi-cloud architecture. And it integrates 3 times faster while reducing the cost of integration by 1/3. It also lowers the cost while meeting the demand. Agile integration drives secure and timely access to data and applications at a lower cost. Today, more than ever, organizations require integration to transform engagement models and optimize channels while still maintaining business continuity. Traditional integration is costly and we can't keep up with escalating demand. Without a new approach, integration work will consume significant time and cost of digital initiatives. To remedy this, our business needs a modern agile approach to integration, one that empowers extended teams to create integration, leverage a complete set of integration styles and capabilities, and increases the overall productivity. And IBM Cloud Pak for integration is a platform for agile integration. We have also seen companies have significantly speed up their integration development by reducing their cost of integration while increasing their overall operational agility. Accelerating innovation using IBM Cloud Pak for integration. It brings together industry-leading integration capabilities to form the industry's most complete hybrid integration platform. It supports the scale, security, and economics required for all integration and digital transformation initiatives. So this is a logical architecture for Cloud Pak for integration. It includes API lifecycle, which unlocks business data and assets as APIs. And we have application and data integration to connect our cloud and on-prem applications. And we have messaging and events, which deliver messages reliably with enterprise-grade messaging. And data integration for understanding, cleansing, and transforming and delivering quality data. High-speed transfer for super fast and secure data transport across any cloud. And also it supports secure access to control access to vital resources wherever they are. In addition to on-premise installations, IBM Cloud Pak for integration also runs in the environment supported by IBM Cloud Private, which includes IBM Cloud, Red Hat OpenShift, Microsoft Azure, and Amazon AWS. Unboxing the pack, the following components are integrated in IBM Cloud Pak for integration. The first one is Platform Navigator, which is a simple integrated user interface for spanning components. And the second one is Asset Repository, which allows the user to store, manage, retrieve, and search integration assets. And we have Operation Dashboard for providing transactions, tracing across capabilities, and IBM Cloud Pak Common Services. And we have API Connect for implementing managed APIs. And we have App Connect Enterprise for providing integration workflows, and MQ Advanced for robust guaranteed transport, and event streams for event handling based on Kafka, and Data Power Gateway for gateway services, and Aspra high-speed transfer server for large file transfers. So this is a platform homepage for IBM Cloud Pak for integration. So in this picture, we can see the list of components which is there in IBM Cloud Pak for integration. So now let's discuss about the latest release of IBM Cloud Pak for integration, which is version 2020.1.1. So the new features in this release are Red Hat Open Container Platform 4.3, OpenShift Container Storage 4.2. It creates and uses instances of App Connect Designer within IBM Cloud Pak for integration. And the designer can use local connectors, IBM Cloud connectors, or both. It has the ability to import and export files between designer and the asset repository. Now let's discuss about the new tracing features which are available in Operation Dashboard. It has improved trace drill down page, and it has reworked trace drill down page user experience, and it also shows call level of each span, and it has collapsible and expandable trace call tree, and it shows suggested filters and which has recently and mostly used values. It has the enhanced ability to save, load, and share frequently used filters. It also has new filters for service name, Kafka partition, and offset and resolved queue name. And it also has new debug log page. Unified logging for all integration tools. So here we can search the logs as displayed in this browser-friendly visualization interface through Kibana Elastic. And here, as shown in this picture, we can search the logs based on the namespace ASMQ, and we can see the logs displayed below. So now let's discuss about the benefits of IBM Cloud Pak. It makes the most of our existing investments. It supports traditional integration styles while we experiment with the containerized approach across delivery models, domains, endpoints, and personas. It also helps to migrate, innovate, and scale at our own pace. It increases the efficiency. It employs built-in features, including templates, pre-built connectors, and an asset repository to drive speed, integration development while reducing the cost. It provides flexibility. It uses a wide range of integration styles, which includes APIs, message queues, and emerging capabilities, including event-driven architecture and high-speed data transfer. Okay, now let's go through the demo. Now let's see how to consume an A service which we have configured in App Connect Enterprise from IBM API Connect, which is an IBM Cloud Pak for Integration VM. So here we can see the home page of IBM Cloud Pak for Integration, and it also displays the list of components, whatever is available in IBM Cloud Pak for Integration, which is API Connect, App Connect, MQ, Event Streams, Aspera, and Data Power. So what we are going to do here is, first we will configure a service in App Connect, and we will invoke that from API Connect in IBM Cloud Pak for Integration. So here we can see the list of components and its respective instances. So let me open App Connect Enterprise ACE instance. So here I have already configured ACE MQ server, and we can see the REST Cube Test API, which is already in started state. So when we open this API, we can see two URLs. One is REST API base URL, and the other one is Open API document URL. So we all know the Open API document is the Swagger file, which has the Swagger definition of the entire API. And this REST API base URL is the URL which we are going to invoke from API Connect. And here the bottom we can see the operation name, that is a method /JSON. So this is the method which I have configured in App Connect Enterprise, that is which is as a ACE service. And what this method does is it converts a JSON to XML. So it is a simple service which converts JSON to XML, and it is a post method. So now let's open the Open API document. So this is the Swagger, and here we can see the list of operations, whatever has been defined under the JSON method. and it also has the input data type, output data type, parameters, and the security definition and all the details. So I'm trying to save this Swagger with the name of a service swagger.json. So after saving this, I'm going to import this into API Connect as an API, and I will invoke the A service from IBM API Connect. So here the REST API base URL. So this is a backend for us. So since we are going to invoke this A service from API Connect, so I'm saving this in a separate notepad. And here our operation name is /JSON. So the URL ends with /kubetest/ the version number v1. So after v1, I'm appending this method name /JSON at the end. So whenever we are configuring the API, the backend URL configuration, so at that time we have to enter this URL there for invoking the service. So this is a complete backend URL for us for invoking the A service. So now we have extracted the Swagger document, and we have also got the backend URL, that is A service URL for the A service, whatever we have configured in App Connect Enterprise. So now I have opened the API Connect instance. So we will configure the API here, and we will start invoking the A service from API Connect. So I'm navigating to develop APIs and products. So here we are not going to compose the API from the scratch, since we have the predefined Swagger with us. So I'm clicking on add API. And selecting from existing open API service, since we have the Swagger with us, it creates a REST proxy based upon an open API described target service. So now I'm importing the A service swagger.json file, which I have downloaded already from the App Connect Enterprise. And I have imported that into IBM API Connect, and it also has been successfully validated. So after importing here, we can see the title of the API, name, version number, base path, which is /kubetest/v1, and the description of the API. So all this information we have got it from the Swagger which we have imported, and I'm clicking on activate API checkbox. Then only we will be able to invoke this API from the assemble section of API Connect. So I'm clicking on next, and now our API is available online, and the security has been applied automatically, and it also follows the Open API 2.0 definition. So we have created the API from existing Open API service. So now at the bottom, we can see the API base URLs and API subscription. So this API base URL, this is the API URL which we will be using for testing the API. So after publishing the API to developer portal, or else we can also test the same from external tools like Postman. So I'm just saving this API URL separately in Notepad. And at the bottom, we can see two API keys. The first one is client ID, and the second one is client secret. So these are the two API keys which we will be using for invoking the API. So this is kind of a security definition which we have applied to that API. So only if we pass this ID and secret as headers to the API, we will be able to invoke this API. So I'm just copying this client ID and client secret, and I have pasted that in Notepad separately, so that while testing it from assemble section of IBM API Connect, or while testing it from Postman tool, I will pass these values, the client ID and client secret, as headers. Then I'll be testing the API. this client ID and client secret varies for each and every application, and it is unique for each and every application. So now I have saved it. Let me click on edit API. So here we can see the API setup, security definitions, path definitions, and the properties which we have defined for the API. So here we can see the title, name, version number, description, and the host name, base path, everything. And the base path is /q-v1. And as I already told, we are converting the JSON to XML file. The input data type will be application/JSON, and the output will be application/XML. So now I have saved the configuration. So now I'm navigating to security definitions. Here I can see only the client ID API key which is present here. So let me open that client ID. Let me define it. So the name is client ID and the type is API key, and it is located in header, and the key type is client ID, and the parameter name is IBM client ID. So whenever we are passing this as a header, we have to pass it the name of IBM client ID. So as we know, there is one more API key which is client secret, which is not defined here. So I'm adding the client secret in the security definition part, and it is of key type API key, and it is located in header, and the key type is client secret. And here I'm naming the parameter as IBM client secret. And now I'm saving this configuration. So now we have defined both API keys, client ID and client secret, in the security definition part of API. So now I'm navigating to path, where I can see the method name /JSON. So I'm clicking on /JSON, and here I can see the operation name, which is post. And here we have defined the request body, that is the body whatever we are sending, and the input data type and output data type, and the response status codes of the operation. So I'm navigating to source tab now. Here we can see the swagger of the entire API, which has the title, base path, input and output data type, security mechanism, whatever we are using, what are the API keys we are using, and the operation details, and all the other property definition also. Now I'm navigating to the assemble section of IBM API Connect. So here I have used the invoke action for hitting the backend, which is our ACE service. So in the invoke action, we have a field called URL field. So there I'll be defining the ACE service URL, which we have already copied in the notepad. So I'm just copying the entire URL and pasting it there. So after copying the entire URL to the URL field, I'm saving this config. And after the URL field, we also have the timeout field, cache, and other details. Yeah, so now the URL has been copied. So when we scroll down, we can see the timeout field, where I have given 60 seconds as timeout period, and the HTTP method I have selected keep, and we can also give post method there. And after finishing the config, I'm saving this. So now the API is complete, and it is ready for testing. So I'm republishing the product so that the API will get published with the latest changes whatever we have made now. So the we can see the message product republished has been created at the top right corner, and here we can see the catalog name, which is sandbox, wherever the product got published to, and the product is rest cube test auto product. And since I didn't create any new plan for this product, it takes a default plan, and the application name is sandbox test app. So when we scroll down, we can see the operation field. So there I'm selecting the operation name, which is /JSON, and the client ID will get populated automatically there. And now it prompts for the request body for the operation, which is the JSON. So here I'm giving the JSON request body, and I'm clicking on invoke. Since we are testing it for the first time and we are getting an untrusted certificate error, so the browser displays a certificate issue. So what we are doing is we are opening the link in the browser. So now the certificate gets imported. So I'm clicking on invoke again now. So we have got the successful response 200 OK, and we have got the XML response body for this. And now what I'm trying to do is I'm going to test the same from the external tool, which is Postman. So here what I will do is I will pass the method name, the URL, the headers, and the body, the request body. So here I'm selecting the method name, which is post. And I'm adding the API URL there. The operation name, the method is /JSON. So I'm adding it at the end, which is /JSON. So now we have to pass the headers and body for this test. So we have two API keys. One is X IBM client ID and the other one is X IBM client secret. So we have to pass this two API keys for this operation. Then only we'll be able to get the response, since we have defined these two API keys under security definition of the API. So since I have already saved the client ID and client secret in the notepad, I'm just copying it to here. So I have added the XIBM client ID and client secret in the headers part, and the body is application /JSON, and I'm copying our request body, which is the JSON request. And I'm clicking on send button, and now we have got the successful response, which is 200 OK. That is our JSON request has been converted to XML. So now we have successfully invoked the A service, which we have configured in App Connect Enterprise from IBM API Connect in IBM Cloud Pak for integration. Yeah, so now we have completed the demo.
So, thanks everyone for being on the call. And during the tough times, Royal Cyber's commitments to our clients during the challenging times. Uh, We are happy to offer for all our attendees, just in case if you're getting started or need to enhance your Cloud Pak and integration strategy, we can help and are happy to offer 1 month of complimentary professional services at no additional cost to you. And the same offer can also be leveraged if you're running other middleware technologies like IAB, NQ, Data Power, API Connect, MuleSoft, ServiceNow, RPA, as we have a capability around those technologies as well. And Royal Cyber also has been offering clients flexible payment plans in this difficult times. And we have offshore teams or offshore IT professionals who can also work in the US business servers to help reduce volume and dependency on the current development team. So in case, thanks everyone for joining today's webinar. And please feel free to reach out to us at marketing@royalcyber.com or info@royalcyber.com. Thank you so much for joining. Have a great day.